Look, the American economy is doing extremely well. Inflation has been high and it's been a concern to households. It's come down considerably. At the same time, we have about the strongest labor market we've seen in 50 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, aren't you tired of hearing your elected officials constantly lying to you? This was a great depiction of exactly the nonsense that's going on in our government right now. Janet Yellen talking about sound monetary policy and a healthy economy is the most laughable thing I could have ever heard. And I have to give a sincere thank you to Chip from On the Chain for posting this. It really made my day. Now, what also made my day was Eleanor Tourette posting what happened with the misleading Cointelegraph headline stating that a Bitcoin spot ETF was passed. There was a quote that came out of here from the chief of Cointelegraph that stated this is what happens when we are having constant pressure to be the first with every news. It's not a journalism problem. It's a problem of society and technology. If you're not first, you're last. And this is actually very important that I discuss. Ladies and gentlemen, there have been times where I've gotten information wrong because I've tried to be early in posting XRP news. That's something that I've since gotten a lot better at. And it's important that all of you realize that as you intake this information, there is an agenda and incentive behind your attention. You guys are the most important people on the planet. Your attention is currency, and it can make you wealthy if applied correctly. And this part is extremely important. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe in short order Ripple is about to IPO. You have an opportunity to buy Ripple stock. Isn't that unbelievable? But some of you are asleep at the wheel. A lot of people that are over here in comment sections complaining about the XRP price probably only have $100 on the line. But I'm talking about the families that have been all in. I'm talking to the people that have been here for 5, 4, 3, 2, even 1 year. All of you know how hard this journey has been. But all of you see the light at the end of the tunnel. The SEC case was the biggest dark spot in the lives of XRP investors. Imagine you run a compliant business, are legal internationally, are trusted by national governments, but then a specific branch of your government comes and sue you because some other bullshit project with inferior technology is over here asking regulators to sue their competitor. That's what we went through. But now we're about to witness a Ripple IPO. And I also believe we're about to witness XRP reach the $15 to $20 mark this next bull cycle. There are numerous reasons for this. I have been taking profits long before the $15 to $20 mark. But I have legitimate reasons for coming to you today with this hypothesis. Guys, Ripple is hiring for positions related to IPOs. This is a headline that's been posted by some community members, and in my personal opinion, despite the fact that this specific piece of news does not give me accelerated confidence that an IPO is about to happen, it just gives a good sense of the direction Ripple is going to go inevitably. This IPO will happen with the most opportune time in this market for all of us. Ripple is very strategic, and whenever they IPO, it's going to be a groundbreaking moment, not just for crypto, but the XRP community. Pay attention. The seeds that you plant now, you harvest during the peak of the bull market. And this bull market is getting very close. From a time perspective, we're very close to price appreciation again. And all of you that don't take action, that don't understand what's about to happen, are going to be envious of us, your friends that warned you, that told you to do your research. But you were too lazy to, and that's on you. Guys, when the CEO of BlackRock is letting you know that crypto is here to stay, you know we're on the right path. This news is clearly made to manipulate, but long term, his words will remain true. Guys, what we just witnessed today was an aggressive form of market manipulation, where the people, they read the news. They saw that an ETF got passed. They bought, and somebody out there sold on them. Someone out there made money on them. What an absolute catastrophe. Regulations getting passed for the crypto market is going to make an inevitable impact in how much money comes in. We're kind of in a chicken and egg situation right now. The tug of war between regulators and innovators, with the Bitcoin ETF coming first or regulation from Congress coming first. Both instances have displayed government intervention and private, independent, and decentralized technology. But now that this government is about to get their shit together, all of you should really take a listen to what Larry Fink had to say.
This rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality with all the, all the issues around the Israeli war now, global terrorism. And I think there's more people running into a flight to quality, whether that is in treasuries, gold, or crypto, depending on how you think about it. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality.
Now, guys, isn't that so interesting that I had literally said in my previous video titled Warren Buffett Shows Why XRP Will Rise During World War III? I showed how war times will be great for crypto and how war times are in fact here. And Larry Fink is literally discussing that. This is a reason for why the next bull market will be at our doorstep, as catastrophic as that is for the planet. It will be great for us crypto investors. Crypto investors benefit from times of massive instability and volatility. Why? Because it's an alternative to the traditional system. All of you need to realize what you're invested in and when those things go up in value. And we are right in the window when we get to benefit. Stay the course, my friends. We're in a great position. Now, guys, something interesting that Rob Cunningham posted was this specific scenario. The sequence of events that things happen matter. XRP price first or IPO from Ripple? Let's discuss it. I personally do believe that option A is more likely. First of all, we have to remember the Ripple escrow. And as of today, Brad Garlinghouse has stated Ripple records XRP value at $0 on their books. Now, with that being said, people need to understand that having XRP on their books would be substantial, because that escrow, if it's priced in my opinion, will truly show how much Ripple is worth. And guys, we have to understand something right here and right now. In a previous video, I had stated that the previous CFO of Ripple has left, and I speculated it could have been because her job as CFO is done, and because Ripple is preparing for IPO phase. I still believe that to be the case. We saw acquisitions of Fortress Trust and Medico The Fortress acquisition wasn't great. It didn't go through smoothly, and it's a possible reason for why she was let go or left. These are all things you need to think about. But needless to say, an IPO is on the horizon. And this is at a significant moment for us in the XRP army, regardless of what anyone has to say. Ripple and XRP. A lot of people confuse the two, but one of them doing well will definitely benefit the other. And I'm invested in both of these bad boys. I want to maximize my piece of the pie in the new 1%. And I believe investing in Ripple and XRP is going to be strategically important for our future success. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, I'm going to teach you a little bit about the XRP ledger, the technology that makes XRP decentralized, because people have a misinterpretation of what XRP really is. Daniel from Casino Coin talks about voting for amendments, including NFT capabilities on the XRP ledger, automated market makers, and numerous others. Here, this video explains the process so that you're better informed to what you own. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As Ripple prepares for their IPO, the SEC looks unbelievably weak. Right now, they stated that the best source of information about the SEC is the SEC. And I'm here to say that's misinformation. The XRP community is the best place to get information about the SEC. Fuck the SEC and all they stand for. We will become the new 1%. And if you haven't done so already, please get your Fuck the SEC t-shirt at my aggressively average apparel site down in the description below. As always, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
How does voting on amendments work? In the decentralized world of the XRP ledger, there isn't a single entity or authority dictating the rules or making unilateral decisions. Instead, the ledger relies on a process involving a select group, known as the unique node list, to navigate its course, particularly when making changes or updates, known as amendments. Amendments for the XRPL are proposed alterations to functionality and can encompass various aspects, such as introducing new features, enhancing existing functionalities, or rectifying issues. While the network is open to everyone, the 35 UNL validators hold the voting power to decide whether these proposed amendments get a green light. The network independently tallies these votes and determines if an amendment has garnered enough votes to be instituted as a new rule. If an amendment secures a yes from enough nodes for a continuous 2-week period, it becomes activated, making the introduced change or feature available. The threshold is 80% of all eligible nodes. An intriguing aspect of this process lies in the evolution of Ripple itself. In earlier software versions, servers would automatically vote yes to any amendments they understood, unless configured otherwise by their operators. However, in more recent versions, such as 1.9.2 and newer, the default to voting was changed to no for new features, except for changes to fix bugs. Regardless of whether the default vote is yes or no, it's imperative for the operators, those who manage the servers, to assess the impact of amendments diligently. They ought to decide their vote based on their best judgment and the criteria they deem significant. This information is pivotal in sharing insights on amendments and elucidating how validators should cast their votes. When a rule has been in place for 2 years, it can be retired. This means it becomes a standard part of how things work and isn't considered an amendment anymore. It's like the rule becomes so normal that it's just a regular part of the game. If you are curious to see how validators vote and the progress of certain amendments is, you can check the visualization on XRP Scan. Please remember that UNL nodes can be added or dropped at any time, which means the number of nodes can change. The threshold in percent remains the same. In simpler terms, the XRPL employs a democratic approach to implement changes, albeit with voting power concentrated in the hands of the 35 UNL validators. Amendments, or proposed changes, need a substantial amount of yes votes, from 80% of all eligible nodes, to become a permanent part of the ledger's operation. It's crucial for server operators to thoughtfully consider how they vote on amendments, ensuring the network remains secure and operates effectively for all participants. The unwavering commitment of UNL node operators is sold to the XRPL, irrespective of the preferences or wishes of any particular party. All participants tirelessly endeavor to ensure the ledger remains secure and operational at all times. If you enjoy explainers like this one, share them with your friends and let me hear your thoughts.